Go. Let's get the timestamp this. All right. It is Saturday, February 28, 2026 at 4:29 p.m. Let's get into this read. I have to straighten up my table, get it ready for the spiritual news. But I'm going to use the cards I made up last night, okay, for this read. Okay, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on for the members collectors read. Let's see. So we have deep attraction, deepening attraction, and discord and resistance, deception, hollow victory. So somebody, you probably had a deep attraction towards somebody, but they was discorded, deception, resistance, hollow victory. Okay, I gotta put some lotion on my hands. I was in there washing dishes. Okay, yeah. So there's some type of discord with somebody that you have a deep attraction to, or somebody have a discord, somebody have a deep attraction towards you, and it's some type of discord, resistance. You can be resisting this person. Like, I don't know why I'm picking up. You probably interested in this person. You're probably interested in this person, but it's some type of discord, like an uneasy feeling. There's an uneasy feeling. You could just be talking to this person on the phone, and it's an uneasy feeling. But it's a deep attraction. Like physically, there's a deep attraction, but it's some type of resistance. Like your body or your mind is resisting this person for some odd reason. We have planning block, done all you can do, payoff, reward. It's like you've done all you could do to try to be with your attraction towards this person. Like the attraction is physical, okay, but it's like something in a discord, resistance. Something's resisting this person. Payoff, reward. Done all you can do. You've done all you can do to try to be attracted to this person. As far as spiritually, like it's a discord spiritually. Focus quest, courageous. Okay, it's like something off about this person. Focus quest. Okay, and then you got positive thinking. You try to keep positive thinking, emotional decision. Try to make it emotional. Like I said, soul. You try to make an emotional decision about this person, or this could just be coming up. You try to make an emotional decision about this person, but it's some type of discord block. You don't know what it is. You try to focus on what it is. Like it's probably mind body. What is it? Like I'm physically attracted to them, but not emotionally. But you talk to them, positive things. You try to keep a positive mindset, but it's like an emotional decision that you're making. Like something is not right. Okay, well, I guess they want me to get those. This says thinking transformation. Okay, like you constantly thinking. Like maybe even when you take spiritual baths, I'm seeing a bath. You might take a bath and you might start thinking about this person. It's like, what is it? Like, I can't be attracted to this person, spiritually. It's a discord, something. Okay, love, fulfillment, family, joy. And that's what you're trying to look for, deep attraction. But you don't feel it with this person. You got attraction physically. New beginnings, life change, material job, victory. That's what you're trying to have with this deep attraction. You could have told this person this is what you was looking for, a new beginning, a life change. You could have changed jobs recently or about to. Nightmares, anxiety, worry, depression. You could be going through a lot of nightmares since you met this person, anxiety, depression. Since you met this person, Nine of Swords energy, and then you got responsibility, romantic. You got a lot of responsibility, but you're looking for romance, debt, burdens, because you don't want to do it alone. Have a burden by yourself, serenity. You're trying to find some type of balance, the serenity, contemplation, subconscious, resonation. Okay, so it's like something, like I said, discord. Like you like resonation. Like I'm about to just give up the dating scene all, because it's like when you ascend, the things that used to attract you before, it doesn't attract you anymore. Like looks, it's like you're looking deeper. Like you're looking at their soul. You want a real love. You want to feel fulfillment. You want the same type of balance that, and it's like, what I'm getting with this hello, somebody's name could be Regina. Um, somebody's name could be Regina, but it's like you'll say hello, you have a deep attraction at first, and then when you start talking to them, it's like something is like my soul is not attracted to this person. And then you start thinking in your subconscious mind, like contemplation, like you want to stop talking to them or something like that. After you said hello, depth. So you just looking for somebody like to lay your burdens down. That's what you want to say, or either I don't know, get your shit off. I don't know, but it's something about them: nightmares, worry, depression. You might get that after you talk to this person. Friendship, romance. So right now you're just thinking about friendship and romance. Like I said, probably just sex. You probably had sex with the person already, and you like it's a discord. Like you don't really feel no connection. But that's how it is when you ascend. So you probably just thinking about resigning from looking for a relationship with this person and just a friendship, or sex or something like that. Good time, withdrawal. Hello. Like you just want to be out there meeting other people because I just heard that song for Whitney Houston. Instead of them saying we have something in common, it's like there is something uncommon or something like that. There's something not common. You know what I'm saying? We ain't standing on common. It's something. It's some type of, maybe you have, after you have sex with me, you get nightmares, anxiety, a lot of anxiety. When you connect chords when you have sex, so energy. You know what I'm saying? Give me some of discord. It's not a connection when you have sex with this person. Or it's not a connection when you talk to them. It's like, it's just something, assessment, evaluation. See what I'm saying? You're trying to assess the discord. What is it? That's what you're doing, like hollow victory. You think you got the victory when you start dating, then it's like something like after you said hello, after you talked on the phone, some type of, you start taking assessment. What it is. Like, it's like hollow. Like kind of dark, shadowy. Especially if you start getting nightmares, that's weird. Or anxiety after you talk to this person or had sex with him. I don't know what y'all doing out here. But I be telling y'all to wait patiently, but you are dealt, so you decide, to share yourself with somebody. I keep telling you everything is energy, frequency, and vibrations. And once you lay down with somebody, you start picking up their energy, whether you know it or not. That's why, when you ascend, is a deep attraction. Like, it's like, how you get that is meant to be. And then now it's like, since you ascended, it's like it's a deep attraction, and you figuring out the only attraction is the physical. It's more to the person. It's the soul of a person. And something is just not clicking is what I'm getting. What was the song? It was like, we have something in common. We have nothing in common. Spiritually wise, soul wise. Give me something for a planning block. Done all you could do to like try to figure it out. Try to do all you can do to connect with this person. Juggling resources, waiting for results. So you like done all you could do to, you probably dating other people too, pay off, reward. Done it all you can do to try to so it's like you're juggling your resources if you want somebody to come in to balance things out, but everybody that you're finding is like, they might be in their own little lane, which is fine. Everybody got a right to be free will to be in their own lane. But it's like a discord, what I'm getting is they'll say they want the same thing that you want, and then later on it's like they're saying something different. Like that's the discord. Like you just was saying something else, saying you wanted the same thing I wanted, when we met, now you're saying something different. Even if you didn't have sex with them. Focus, quest. So you're on a quest. You're focusing on what is it? What is it? You're a spiritual being and not a 3D person. So you're not going to be bounced out with anybody that's 3D. Giving and receiving, obtaining resources. Focus quest. So you on this, like giving and receiving. Somebody that balances you out with giving and receiving, go half on this. That's what you're focused on. So that's the problem. Juggling resources. You juggling resources and you're looking at the outside of a person, not the inside of a person. That's why. That's why things are unbalanced. That's what you can't figure out. It's not within them, it's within you. Because you're just looking for, so I'm not saying you're a gold digger or anything like that, but it's just like you're looking for a new beginning. You're ready to get out there and date, and you're evaluating people while you're dating, and it's like maybe your standard's too high. And you're looking at the looks, assessment, evaluation. You're like assessing them when you date them, like, would this be the kind of person that would go? And then they'll say they want the same thing you want. But if they're a 3D person, they're just materialistic. That's what you need to separate. Are they spiritual? They can say they go to church all day, but their actions are going to show something different. Maybe that's what you've been noticing. Like, they don't want the same thing I want. So you're under a lot of anxiety because you're really trying to find somebody to balance your household out, balance you out. You might be a single parent. Hi. You might be a single parent, something like that. I'm doing good today. I gave y'all the lottery numbers the other day. I gave y'all the Powerball and go look at that video. But if you want a play 4 or play 3, I'll get that later. Win at all costs, endurance, strength. So positive thinking. You trying to win at all costs with positive thinking. You try to use positive thinking, but it's just not working because you're meeting a lot of. You're trying to make an emotional decision, which is good. You try to have endurance. Win at all costs, thinking transformation. You always thinking when you're taking a bath, like, what is going on? What is going on? If these are 3D people, you're not supposed to be around them. That's why you're just physically attracted to them and not spiritually attracted. Like your soul is not connected to that person. Especially if they're not your soulmate. Or especially if they're not one of those people that's, out here 144,000 chosen ones. Well, on that frequency, I'm going to say. That's what it is. Every time you say hello, you think it's a life change, too. I heard that song from, what's his name? Lionel Richie, Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. You get a spark. Something like that. Give me something thinking, transformation. Every time you just like chilling, taking a bath or something like shower, you always thinking. When you're going to find that person that balances you out. Well, if they're about material wealth, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to find them. That's all they're about. You're looking for emotional health, basically. Somebody that fulfill you, not just in that one spot, but not just materialist, but also emotionally. Stable you out, balance you out. Independent, self-reliant. Okay? Thinking. You probably one of those people like, I could just do it. I hope you don't say I do bad by myself. Instead of saying I can do bad by myself, I can do good by myself. I hope you ain't one of those type of thinkers. It says thinking transformation. Change that thought. Don't say I can do bad by myself. Say I can do good by myself. So it's something about your thinking. Independent, self-reliance. I can do bad by myself. I can do good by myself. So it's something about that too. So sometimes it got something to do with you too. Waiting for results. You sitting up here dating, waiting for results, waiting for these people to give you a result. Emotions, giving and receiving the same type of emotions. Talking about resources, balancing out your resources. You can have a lot of debt. They ain't the only person you should be looking for nobody for just to obtain your debt. Help you with your balance. So it's like calm, cool. You're moving to calmer waters. Okay? You'll be moving to calmer waters soon. It's something about your thought process. I just said, instead of saying I can do bad by myself, say I can do good by myself, and that's when somebody gonna come in. Because that's balancing out the universe. I can do bad by myself. I don't need no man. I don't need no woman. Come on. Come on now. Travel. Letting go emotional baggage. I just told you. You need to let that go. Because it looked like another love TKO. Okay? All right? When you saying that, distraction. You try to distract yourself from, you're blocking yourself off from real love. That's what I'm telling you. Theft, untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, theft. You letting somebody steal your trust and make you feel untrustworthiness, untruthfulness. You probably meeting a lot of people that can steal your energy too. They tell you one thing, tell you one thing and then it's another. They be acting possum like they ain't say it. I didn't say that. You said that on our first date. You said you was looking for the same thing. I mean, it was a waste of time, theft. Like, you wasting my time. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness. Now, they done ruined your trust. These people crazy. Withdraw. So that lets you withdraw quick and start dating other people. Quick to go meet other people. Like, hello. So you might be just getting yourself out there into the dating world and trying to release emotional baggage, letting go. You getting in the stage, trying to be calm. Get back into this empathic state. And be like, trying to meet people. But you meeting a lot of untrustworthiness, untruthfulness, people that just steal your time and your energy. Withdraw. And that makes you withdraw and start dating other people. And it seems like you're meeting the same type of people. Well, maybe you need to change your mindset. Talking about I could do bad by myself. Maybe you should say I could do good by myself. Travel and let go of that emotional baggage and move to calmer waters. And find somebody that balances you out and stop looking at the looks. That's what it is. You're looking at the looks. The bright side, sorrow, giving up. You might be giving up at this time. New beginnings. On this new beginning you're trying to embark on. You just started dating and now you're ready to give up. Damn. Because you're meeting a lot of sorrow, like untrustworthiness. I got that out there twice. Untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, theft, wasting your time. So you probably like I just said, talking about I could do bad by myself, but I could do good by myself. Sorrow. They put you in sorrow a lot. That's what I'm just picking up. Like, you go meet these people, travel to go meet these people, and they be acting like they upbeat about it. Yeah, interested to go meet. So be all calm, like I'm ready to meet somebody new. I'm ready to, have a family. I'm ready to, yeah. Maybe you need to stop talking so much about what you're looking for and let that person talk. Just be calm, cool, collect, and let that person talk. Now, if that person talk about they self a lot, far as job, money, clothes, shit like that. That lets you know right there they're 3D, and then you could just cut that date short. And you just go ahead and travel and leave that emotional baggage alone. You try to find somebody that's trustworthy and also fruitfulness. They bring fruitfulness, withdrawal. They have you withdrawn like real quick, like as soon as they start talking. I know I can get like that, like when they start talking, and it's like I said, we don't have nothing in common. That's the opposite of the other song with Whitney Houston. It's like you be ready to get up and leave because it's like a waste of your time. Why are we still sitting here talking? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of saying I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, because I heard myself saying that too much. I'm going to try to stop that. Success, victory, expectation, pressure. So you have high expectations. That's another thing is you putting pressure on yourself, boo-boo. You have high expectations. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop saying that. I'm going to catch myself when I say it. Yeah. Powerless. So you feel powerless when you're on these dating. Maybe they take over the conversation. Maybe you should let them take over the conversation. Maybe that's what it is too. They feel powerless because you're more talking about family. I'm looking for, a real man, a real woman that can, why don't you say high frequency? Somebody that's on high frequency and things like that. I hear somebody know how to handle their business. I don't know what that's about. Know how to handle their business. What that's supposed to mean? So this is about going back out there. That's what I'm getting. This reading is about y'all going back out there, getting into the dating world. You need to stay calm, cool, and collect, and speak into the universe positive things before you take these dates. Maybe write an affirmation on your mirror or something like that before you go out, and stop saying I could do bad by myself and say I could do good by myself. Loss, sadness, depression. And because that's what leads to loss, sadness, depression. Always thinking in your thoughts in that bathtub or in that shower when I'm going to find somebody. Everybody I've been meeting, I'm right back out there in the dating world. It seems like everybody the same. Right, manifesting mode. It's like hello, and it's like a life change. It feels like a life change about to happen, and then like you talk and then you go on a date, and it's like, that song, How Did I Get Here? Nobody's supposed to be here. I tried that love thing for the last time. Yeah, it's like that. Then you going home, you probably in the tub crying, like, you probably put on that song. You probably like them. I forgot who that is. Stability, stagnation. So you go right back to stagnation when you thought you was going to get stability. This person was stable. They be like, I don't know why I'm getting, like, they said all this, and then their actions is showing that they're not ready for that. So, and you know why? It's what you're putting out in the universe. And when you go on these dates, okay, move on to a calmer level. Let them talk. Okay, just answer their questions when they ask you a question, and then still yet they'll ask you the question. You wouldn't be on a date if you're not looking for. Well, some people just look for. I mean, I don't know what's the reason to go on a date if you're just looking for a one night stand. If you're going out on a date, if you're going out to dinner, movie, or whether it's not, I don't recommend bringing nobody to your house on the first date. I don't recommend you going over nobody's house on the first date because you don't really know them. I recognize you go somewhere, man and woman, go on the outside where there's a lot of people on a date. The first date, it's something about powerlessness. It's a power struggle. Especially when it's a man and a woman, it's always a power struggle. Or if you go both ways, somebody's going to be the man, somebody's going to be the woman, or whatever. Somebody's going to be the feminine energy, the masculine. This feels like a power struggle. Like somebody trying to compete with the other person. Like, this is weird what I'm picking up. Automatic, a competition. It's not a competition. A date is not a competition. Who could say more? Who could do more? Who could top beat the person and say, look, yeah, or lie more? I mean, I don't know what this is. It's like a competition of lying. It's like a competition of lying. What is this? Good memories, childhood. So you can have good, childhood memories. Maybe that's what y'all need to talk about, your childhood. If you didn't have good childhood memories, don't talk about it. You're supposed to be healed by now. That's the reason why you're getting back out there. If you didn't have good memories, just say, look, I don't want to talk about it. Can we move on from that? It was okay. It was all right. I don't want to talk about it. I want to talk about now, here and now. Okay, that fell. So I guess they want me to get that. It's a lot of stuff falling. Budget time, resources. So you need to start getting in budget time on your resources and start investing. If you're talking about, let me tell you something, you need to balance out yourself first before you think about bringing somebody in and balance your resources out. Help you balance your resources out. Divine got to see you got to balance your own. Can you balance your own stuff out, your own resources first? I'm sure nobody don't want to come into a relationship and see you unbalanced with your own resources. I'm sure they would like to see, I don't care if it's $50. you invest in something. You know, your balances, you're balancing out your own resources first. So don't be, if you have not balanced out your own resources, don't be looking for somebody to balance out your resources. Because divine seeing like you can't even balance out your own resources. You don't even know how to budget. You know, spend time budgeting. So maybe you need to start that. Maybe you need to start that tonight. Start budgeting your finances. I'm gonna invest $10 in Biocoin, $10 and out my check. $10 every week out my check to check all the stocks out. And you imagine how somebody look at you like they be like, okay, they say they're struggling with their finances, but at least they're investing their time and money and stocks. I'm suggesting you talk about it. I don't know how they would find out about it, but you could talk about it. I'll give you some information. Yeah, I'm investing in stocks, even if you ain't invested like $1,000 in stocks. That person looking at you like, okay, this person know how to. I ain't got to come in and do everything. They're investing. At least they're investing in themselves. Because other than that, if you're a woman, they're probably looking at you like a gold digger. They're going to look at you like, oh, you just want me to come in and balance out your house, your debts. Once you take the first step and divine and take the rest, take $10 out your check every month. Figure out, Google it. Ask Alexa, what is the best stocks to invest in right now in 2026? Ask that question and then start investing in that. $10 every week. If you get paid every 2 weeks, $20 every 2 weeks. Because it's starting to look like, you want them to be Santa Claus, man or woman, like new material health, job, victory. So you might get a different job that's going to give you the victory. And that's another thing coming. You put it into the universe, you're 10% in the universe, divine going to, you do take one step, divine going to feed you. Okay? Divine going to feed you your wealth, material health, emotional support, and then you'll start getting emotional support. Spiritual growth. That's more spiritual growth too. Spiritual health, spiritual growth. You can't be going out there looking for somebody to balance out your house. I'm in debt. And you're not making, some type of change to your own, situation. I had to learn that too. Like, shoot, your own situation. You got to start investing in your own self. Don't be looking for depending on nobody but divine. Is what I'm trying to say. So divine is telling you, if you got a job, if you're looking for somebody to come in your household and balance you out financially, emotionally, you need to invest in yourself the same way. That whatever you put out in the universe, that's what you're going to receive back. So you meeting people that's just not fulfilling you, you dating people that are not fulfilling you emotionally and financially. Maybe you need to invest in yourself, lift yourself up financially and emotionally first, and then that's what you're going to start attracting. You're going to start meeting people that invest in things, invest in you even. I think this is how the universe works. Gravity. I heard gravity. Rest, rejuvenation. So right now you need to think about that. Get some rest and rejuvenation. Daydreaming, wishful thinking. You might be resting and daydreaming all the time. Like I said, in the bathtub, just thinking about. But the Bible might be telling you, what I'm telling you right now, you got to invest in yourself in order for anybody else to invest in you. If you're making an initiative, if the divine see you making an initiative to invest in yourself and get out of debt or balance your own resources out, he's going to bring somebody in, that's going to balance you out. And don't be talking about, oh, it's so hard now, the bill. That's what, if you bringing that up, they're going to be like, oh, so you looking for somebody to balance out your bills. Just have fun. That's what I'm getting. Just be cool, calm, collect. Don't be talking about finances on no date. Don't be talking about no finances on, oh my God, the housing market and if you got a house and the mortgage. Don't be talking about all that. Just have fun. What you put out in the universe, that's what you receive back. And then, like I just said, I don't care how much you make every 2 weeks or every week. If it's every 2 weeks, put $20. Find out what's the best stocks. So when the universe see you do that, they're gonna start investing in you. People gonna start investing in you. Cleaning energies, clearing, cooking, and meal later. I know that's right. Too much cleaning to do. Right. Cleaning energy and cleaning your home. Decluttering. That's another thing y'all need to think about. The message is held for review. Oh, hello. All right. Yeah. So lost despair. You won't find yourself in lost despair. You start attracting people just like you, investing, people that know how to invest. You're gonna watch. You're gonna start attracting people like, well, what type of stocks you invest in? Oh, you're gonna be like, oh, what? You know what? I just invested in so and so. So that's a good stock. You know, conflict and stability. That's where the conflict comes in. Instability. You're not getting balance. You get instability when you go on these dates. If you're about to start dating and you feel like you're ready to go out there and date, do not talk about just have fun. Do not talk about your resources and how hard it is out here, how hard it is for a pimp because they ain't got the money for the rent. Do not talk about finances. Celebrations, friends, and family. What's that? Central perk. Okay, friends. You know, just friends. Start just celebrating. I just told you, just have fun. Okay? And then you got trap, powerless, obvious, oblivious. So that's what you are. Don't talk about finances on your date. I don't know why y'all do that. And it's supposed to be just about getting to know each other and having fun and things like that. If you're a type of person that always talking about finances on the first date, imagine if they move in with you. Y'all do try to balance out things. Imagine. That's all you're going to be fussing about, finances. They already know. People already know. You talking about finances on there, they already got in their head. If I move in with them, we ever get in the dating scene, if I ever move in with them, they're going to be worried about them bills. They're going to be worried. And I ain't got time for it. I'd rather be single. Or if you meet somebody like that, you probably think they're like, yeah, if we ever was to get together, they're going to be more concerned about the bills than a stable relationship, balancing out a relationship. Knowing that we could do this together is nothing to worry about. I don't want to hear about bills all the time. Who the hell want to hear about that all the time? That's why most divorces happen because of money. Like, what's the point of y'all getting married? You said you got married for love and then it ends with money. You ever figure that out? Like, why in the hell y'all say y'all love each other and y'all soulmates, but then it ends in disaster because it be about money? After you spent all that money on that wedding. So if it was about money, you should have spent no $80,000 on the wedding. If it was going to be about money later on. It turns into money later on. You know that? You notice that? It switched from love to money. Like, how it get like that? When y'all said y'all going to balance each other out, what you can't do, for better or for worse, I get to do. We're going to just need to step it up a notch. When you got hard times, both of us just step it up a notch. How the hell you call yourself a power couple? You and your arguments is about money. Your arguments should never be about money. And like I said, if you talking about this on your date, if you was to talk about this on your date, old times is hard, and my bills, and I got car notes, and it seemed like the life just getting hard, ain't it? You know what I'm gonna say? You ain't healed, and you're not trusting God. And I will get up and walk out. That's what vibe I'm on today. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and waste my time with you. Because now I know if I ever got in a relationship with you, it's always going to be about money. And our breakup is going to be about money. I'm not making enough. I'm not doing enough financially when you're trying your hardest. And if you just said on the first date, times is hard. Times is hard. But you're not seeing times is hard for me too. You only seeing one side of the fence. I don't want it. Power foes helps their special child's hearts. And there, please. Yeah. Institutionalized. They with the Matrix. Instead of having fun. I didn't come on this date to talk about no bills. Can you pay my bills? Pay my telephone bills. Pay my automobile. Then maybe we can chill. That's what you basically telling people. Don't talk about. So this is about dating, getting back out there. You're about to get back out there. You're getting calm right now. You're getting back into balance. And this is about dating. Divine is telling you, focus and invest in yourself first before you start dating. I guess this is what Divine is trying to tell you. Focus on your finances and your resources first. Balance it out so you can balance it out in the universe, above, so below. And then go out there dating. That's what he's saying. So you'll feel more happy about yourself. You don't have to be looking for a man or a woman to balance out your finances. You know why? Because you just started to invest in yourself to get yourself out of debt where you don't have to be worrying about bills. If you're investing in stocks or whatever this is, or you went and got a savings bond, something like that, and you know that it's going to add up over time, you know that you're investing in yourself now, your children or whatever, going to get savings bonds for your children, you know you good. If you want to go get a $100 savings bond and your child is 1 year old right now, over time, you don't got to worry about when they turn 18. By the time they're 18, add that up. 18 years, you have been saving that $100 savings bond. 18 times what? 100. How much is that? You ain't got to worry about them sending them to school. They got their own money. You see, y'all be having problems for yourself. Y'all be making these problems worry for yourself when there's things you can do, access to make sure that you have your resources. Whether it's investing in stocks, whether it's clipping coupons, I don't care what it is. Man or woman, start clipping them coupons, start signing up for memberships, not paying every month. But you know, like CVS, if you know you go to the pharmacy, why not sign up for RS so you don't have to pay that much? You don't have to be paying that. You know what RS is. They got it right there. When you go in CVS, they got the RX, and you know you pay $300 something for your meds. Why not sign up for RX so you can pay $100 and something? You see what I'm saying? And then take that $100 that you was invested in that pharmaceutical place, and take that $100 and invest that the $100 you was gonna pay every month, extra $100 you was gonna pay for that pharmaceutical, that med. Why don't you invest it in stocks? So until you balance yourself out, you're not gonna find nobody balance. That's what I'm trying to say. The universe ain't gonna let you find anybody balance. You gotta balance out your own resources first. When Divine seeing you take one step, he gonna take 10 more. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So right now it's just like any discounts you can get at this point. I don't care if it's clipping coupons. If it's like, you know, you've been going regular shopping and you have not been doing like their savings ads, get their savings ads with your favorite, grocery shopping, find cheaper people, buy packs of meat, meat packages, things like that, meat packages, buy meat packages. You've been spending a lot on meats at a supermarket. Now you can get a package. Start investing like that. And what you would have spent that month, add that up. Start adding that up. What you would have spent on the meats that much. You know how much you spent on meats. Get the packages, the package deal. Look for those. And what you would have, been spending extra, take it and invest in some stocks. All you gotta do is ask Alexa, like I said, what's the best stocks to invest in 2026, and they're gonna give you a detailed. And then you just invest in all that. And what you would have been spending on the meats, them extra meat or whatever, that food, just invest that. I don't care if it's $2 extra, $3, $5. So Divine must be telling y'all this full new beginnings journey. To start this new beginning like this and this journey, you need to start investing in yourself, giving and receiving, so the universe will start giving and receiving with you, obtaining resources. So you imagine if you start that in the beginning of this year, because it's still the beginning. Imagine how resources will flow next obtaining your resources will be, how stable your resources will be by next year. If you never did it before, just try it and just see by next year how your resources will be when you invest in the extra money, when you're taking time to find discounts and things like that. And we know some of y'all like name brand things, you know. Yeah, you spend $200 on a pair of sneakers. You know, why don't you try something else? That's why y'all be complaining about your resources. What else you want to say? So this is what it's about: life changes, new beginning, balanced partnership. And I just told you what it's about: balancing out partnership. Nobody want to come in with you arguing about no bills. Man or woman, sorrow, slow down, storm, tower moment. So this is bringing you this. What I'm telling you right now is bringing you a tower moment. You might not want to hear it, but it's the truth. They tell you to slow down in order to balance out partnerships, as far as resources. You need to start investing in yourself because it's causing a lot of conflict and instability within yourself, having you lost the spare when you're dating. So what you put out in the universe is what you get back. You need to rest and rejuvenate and go over what are you spending extra money on. If you don't just balance out your finances and see what you're going to invest and see what you can cut down on. You know, like I just said, those meat packages, there's a lot for meats, you know, these days. Invest in a package, meat package. If you got, like I said, medications, $300 some, invest in that RX and see if they could, you know, cut your prices in pharmaceutical, whatever meds you take. Instead of sitting here complaining, nobody want to come into nobody. You're supposed to be stable, mind, body, and soul. Nobody want to come into nobody, and then next thing you know, you start complaining about my. You know my meds cost $320. They want me to pay $320. I'll be looking at you like you ain't taking no steps to see if you can get any discounts. Food price is so high. You didn't click no coupons? You didn't get their daily saving paper? Sometimes people make things hard on themselves. So this is what this is about. Bring state, just calm down, cool down, take your time, relax, and then, you know, nothing, a relationship ain't gonna come in balance to you if it's about resources, stability, things like that. Divine is not gonna send nobody in until they see you invest in yourself. That's the whole thing I'm getting out of this. Once Divine see you, because he's not gonna send no earth angel in when you're gonna just be worried about bills, worried about 3D stuff, you know. He might as well just come in your house and throw your table over, just like he threw them tax collectors table over. He might as well come in your house and throw your damn table over. How about that? Get mad at you, worried about, you know, finances. That's showing that you don't trust them. That's another reason why he threw those tax tables over. That's showing that you don't trust Divine. And when you don't trust him, he get mad. You remember they said God is a jealous God. You worry about more than paying man than paying Divine some attention? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I said what I need to say. So this is what it's about. You need to balance out your resources, stability, because you don't need to go. Divine wants you to have fun on dates. He don't want you talking about your resources. He wants you to invest yourself so you can be more resourceful, and you don't have to worry about that. Once you get yourself balanced out, you won't be talking about that when you go on a date. You'll be like, oh, I'm just fine. My Divine is showing me how to invest in myself. Things looking good, you know. So some of y'all be going on these dates talking about money, and you worry about, you know, why they don't want to call you no more, because they see you as a gold digger. Or you just looking for somebody to, you know, pay your bills. And these days in 2026, nobody want to hear all, especially if they balance. If they're balanced, don't say it's them. It might be you. They probably just don't want to hear about that shit. They probably ain't of this matrix. They probably high vibrational. I don't want to come in your house hearing about every day no down bills. If they was to have a relationship with you, your relationship going to end. If you was ever get married, it would end and begin with love and end with money. Your divorce would end in money. Nobody want to hear that shit. I know I don't. As soon as they start talking about that shit, bye. You think I'm playing? I get up and leave. Well, thanks for the date. Here's my half on my tab. See you later. Y'all crazy out here. Don't be talking about I'm juggling my finances. I'm in between jobs. Have fun. And if you know you're not ready, do what I just told you to do first. So when you do go on a date, you ain't talking about that. If they talk about investment stocks, you'll be able to talk about it. Oh yeah, I just invested in so and so and so, and get yourself educated on it. So you won't be, I just invested in, and they ain't looking into it or nothing. And get your education on that stock. So this is what it is. It's called Focus Quest. Y'all supposed to be going on a quest. Focus on your resources and quest. That's what you're supposed to be doing at this time. Thinking. Transformation. How to transfer your resources. Make it better in 2026. Just because the economy is looking bad, don't mean you have to be feeling like the economy feels. That's like harvesting energy. You letting 3D motherfuckers harvest your energy, man. That's destroying the earth. Have you not have a good time because y'all sit up here worried about resources? And if you know that you can't pay for that, you live beyond your means in a house, why don't you downsize? Instead of going out here looking for somebody to balance you out. Y'all don't. My rent $2,000 a month. I need somebody to come in and pay $1,000 and help me with the food, and help me with my kids, and help me with the rent, and help me with the electric, and help me. I hope y'all ain't out here doing that, because you're supposed to be having fun, free will. Divine is making, having y'all come across messengers to have you get yourself in alignment. So that way you don't have to be worried like out here like the 3D people. Worried. You shouldn't be worried. Like I just told you. If you want divine to come in and toss your tables over too, because you're so busy worried about man and 3D shit, he don't want you to concentrate on man. He wants you to concentrate on him. And trust him. So I think that's what it is. I gotta get y'all some numbers. I guess that's your message. Don't be doing that. If you say you're a divine being, I'm chosen, then you shouldn't be worried about nothing. Of course, you're going to worry because you're in this 3D matrix, but you should be high elevated by now. Like, y'all be just some God going to make a way, but you ain't making no move to make a way for yourself. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Do I got a poem for this? Give me some numbers. 3434. Manifest your dreams. Your desires are within reach. Stay focused and watch your dreams turn into reality. And I just told you how. Seek balance 1616. This is on top. Find balance in your life. It is the key to inner peace and outer success. I just told you that. Take those advice. Just start that tonight. Balance out your books. Balance out what you can put this in. If you got 1-year-old, 2-year kids, try to talk to somebody money about savings bond. Go in the bank. Buy a $50 savings bond. You don't never have to touch that. You got something. When they turn 18, they got something. They got money. They got something. When they turn 18, they can cash that in. When they turn 18, you ain't got to be sitting out here worrying. But that's what y'all choose to do. So it is what it is. Anyway, until later. La ta ta ta.